All right, kids, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I don't know why I just did that. What is that? What's that song that does that? Anyway, heading out to the chiropractor because it's only been like forever since I've been there, and then the grocery store. So I don't know if you're familiar with the Joint Chiropractic, but they this is me supposing or assuming, presuming. I think they get chiropractors that have their own office / business elsewhere, but are willing to come there for, I don't know, a way of growing their business or a way of getting experience, or I don't know why they would do it. And they can basically have rapid fire clients, patients, customers, whatever you want to call them, and make X amount per, and let the Joint handle the insurance and advertising and blah blah blah. So that means you may or may not, depending on your straightforwardness, get somebody different every time. And what I've learned is fair to assume happens with most people is you find one that you prefer. And I do. I have. I've had probably 2 that I've thought, wow, I'd go to them all the time. So the one that I did feel that way about wasn't there very long. I think it was maternity leave or something. She was having a baby and she split. The other one is there probably 5 days a week. He's got his own practice, but he's there often too. So like I said, I assume he's trying to grow his clientele. But because of out of respect to him and the Joint, I just don't ask. I just feel like they probably don't want him talking about his own place, even though it's in Malden and I don't want to go that far. So I like this guy. Let's call him number 7. So number 7 quite often works when, let's say, Dr. Turd works. And I don't like the awkwardness of saying, oh, I'll wait for number 7 if Dr. Turd is sitting there available. Now, Dr. Turd isn't a bad guy. I don't think he's necessarily a bad chiropractor. I just don't like him. It is strictly just one of those, nope, don't vibe, don't jive, don't mesh, whatever you want to call it. Just something about him. Not a fan. So I don't want to go to him. And I prefer number 7. So anyway, Fridays after work is an ideal time for me to go. Because they open at 10. I can get there after I've done my normal Friday morning errands after work, see number 7 and go to the house. But Dr. Turd works Fridays as well. And I just don't want to. So I looked at the schedule for the Joint and realized that on Tuesdays, today, number 7's there all day and Dr. Turd is not. And if Dr. 7 is busy, I think he's actually working with the doctor who is the owner of this particular branch of the Joint. So if he wants to do his thing, I'm okay with that. I don't know that he's ever worked on me. I usually go to number 7 if he's available. I keep almost saying his name, Dr. Let's call him number 7. So anyway, that's where I'm going now. I'm gonna go see number 7, see if he can crack me up real good. What chiropractic joke? And then I'll head to the grocery store. It's kind of a pain in the ass to eat so much produce at the house that you got to go to the grocery store 2 and 3 times a week. But I guess during the summer, it's a good problem to have. As long as Walt will keep eating those salads, I'll keep buying the stuff to make them. And the more vegetables I find to put in my salads, the more often I got to buy them. So, like I said, good problem to have. Will I buy lottery tickets while I'm out today? Yes, I will. Am I an addict? Maybe. Shut your mouth. I don't care. What else? I need to do a little bit of stuff around the yard, but I'm not cutting the grass. It's hot, and I just don't want to. And I am working tomorrow morning, which means I'm not showering before I go to bed. I'll shower in the morning, which means I don't want dirty yard work debris all over my body. Because once you start to sweat, everything clings to you, and you're covered in dirt and grass and all manner of lovely allergens. So I'll pass on the yard work today. Maybe if I'm motivated tomorrow, I'll do that. I did my walk today, and I gotta say, it was kind of miserable. I'm glad to have the wherewithal to take those walks. But boy, days like today make me think it was a mistake. I think I would have been better served to get another hour or more of sleep. But that's okay. Anyway, I guess that's all. If I decide to ramble on some more later, I'll let you know. All right, so here we go, leaving the joint. And surprisingly, it has been over a month since I've been here. I didn't know that when I checked in, and I mentioned it had been a minute. The lady at the computer said, yep, July 14th was the last time I was here. So it's been just over a month. Don't like to do that. So when I saw number 7, he said, hey man, where you been? We've developed a rapport. And I said, I'll just tell you, just between you and me, there's nothing I can actually complain about. I just don't like Dr. Turd. He said, oh, he's leaving. Yes! Like, soon, because number 7 said, I'll see you Friday. So that made me happy. That was a nice little unsurprised, bit of a surprise treat. So I'm gonna call an audible and pull into the vitamin shop, in spite of their horrible parking lot. Yeah, I'm gonna stop in here. All right, so the vitamin shop was a bust. Really just looking for one thing. Prime hydration. I don't know why I've become a fan. Sarah's a fan. So I try to keep a pretty good supply of it in the garage. Probably have one a day. I don't want to do too much more than that because there are a few carbs in there. And generally prefer to not drink any calories, but sometimes you just need a little electrolyte boost. So I don't understand why they've become so incredibly popular. And apparently the 2 flavors that are the most popular, or they're having the most issues with supply for, put it that way. I don't know if it's a ingredients supply issue or them not making enough of a supply for the demand issue, but orange and grape. which are probably, I might just be saying they're my favorite because they're the ones I can't get. The orange to me tastes the most like orange juice. Like it's got a real orange juicy flavor to it. Oh, that breaks my heart to see those old homes and trees getting cut up and torn down. And blah. So the manager just told me that orange and grape are out of production until at least October. Now, this is the same guy who has misled me with information before that I fact-checked him on and he was wrong. So maybe he's just wrong. Maybe it's just a distribution thing. Maybe it is a supply of ingredient thing that is impairing their supply for the demand that there is for those two flavors. Because they had stacks of the other flavors. So anyway, if you're looking for something to drink during your exercise that's not 8,000 pounds of salt and sugar, maybe look at Prime. Anyway, so now I'm on my way to the grocery store.